Welcome back, it's MeiaSoQuick, and in today's video we're going to be removing these old acrylic nails. I'm going to show you how to do it in a pain-free way. Alright, I've had these nails on for about 4 weeks, so I've got a lot of growth that's actually happened, and because I've been around the house moving furniture, I lost a nail in the process, I bent back some nails, and so yeah, they just gotta go now. But hopefully you learn a safe, pain-free way you can take your nails off at home. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to need, you can use some cuticle nippers. I suggest some old ones, or you can even use a tip cutter. That should work perfectly fine. Alright, and with these clippers, I'm going to go ahead and find where my natural nail ends, and I'm going to clip just above it. I don't even really have that many nails, probably on my pinky, but that is where I'm going to clip so it doesn't wind up splitting my own natural nail. So once again, you just take it to the side, you find the point, and you clip it, and boom, the nail pops off. Hopefully, you can find it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this on all of my nails. And because this nail has a lot of rhinestones, it's harder for my cuticle cutters to cut through it, so I'm going to use them to actually pop off the rhinestones that are at the nail. It's a really simple thing. You just want to get under the gel and squeeze and pop them off. Once you have all the rhinestones off, you can go ahead the same way. I'm going to use my tip cutter this time, and I'm just going to clip this nail. And boom, that was easy. I went ahead and did the next hand afterwards. And so my next part will just be trying to get this gel polish off and this acrylic. To start, I'm going to go ahead and grab my electric file. I'm using this Melody Susie file I have, as well as this large barrel carbide bit that I'm going to be using to help me take down the gel polish and also remove the bulk on this acrylic. Now I'm not going to get too close to the natural nail, but it is going to help in just removing a lot of the bulk so that I have to do less melting of this gel. Alright, after I went ahead and did both hands, these are what they look like. There is still quite a bit of acrylic on there, but most of the bulk in the gel polish has been removed. Okay, and now for the fun part. To remove the rest of the acrylic, you're going to need a few things. You can use some foil. You're also going to need some 100% pure acetone remover, as well as some lint-free cotton pads. I have these little cotton rounds that I'm going to be using, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut them so, preserve. Okay, see, that's a really easy process, and once I've got all of that, I'm going to go ahead and take this foil. This foil is measured at about 3 inches by 6 inches, and I just fold it up like this so it's easier for me to cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut at least 9 pieces since I'm broken a nail. I don't need 10. And here we are. The first step is going to be to soak this little half cotton round that I have. I'm going to soak this with 100% pure acetone. Once I've got it heavily saturated, I'm just going to go ahead and lie it right there on my nail and hold it. Then you want to go ahead and grab the piece of foil and wrap it around the base of the fingernail. Wrap it all the way around. And then it helps to fold the top end down and then kind of just, crunch it all up into a nice little tiny package of thumb. When you're done, it should look something like this. So I'm going to go ahead after I've done all nails. It took me about 10 minutes, so it's a right good time for me to go ahead and start taking it off from that first finger I started with. And you just want to go ahead and be careful when you're opening this up, because chances are you're going to put it back on again. Go ahead and grab a little cuticle pusher, and all you're going to do is just gently scrape off all the soft acrylic. Don't force anything to come off that does not want to move. Ooh, can you see that? It's just peeling off. It's just falling off of the nail, and that's a good sign. And I gotta say, this is way safer and no pain. If you've ever been to one of those salons where they just took a tip and then shoved it under your acrylic nail and popped it off and then left your nail all brittle. I'm still actually kind of traumatized by it. Okay, but once we picked everything we can, you're just gonna go ahead and grab a filer, and then you're just gonna file off all the soft acrylic that's still there. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat this on the next nail. Once again, you open up the package, you take your cuticle pusher, you go ahead and gently scrape off what's there, and then once you've got that point, you grab your filer and you gently file off the rest of the soft acrylic. Once I'm done filing all these nails, I'm gonna go ahead and put them back into these little capsules. And then after a couple minutes, I'm ready to check them again. So this time is around, you can see that I'm left with just a little bit of acrylic, and oh, it's coming off so easily. You can go ahead and file off the remainder. And I'm not sure if I showed it great in this video, but you want to make sure that you're filing in the same direction since we are on our natural nail. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it with some acetone just so I can see clearly if all the acrylic is removed. I had a couple little spots, so I'm going to go ahead and file those again. And after it's all said and done, here is what I have. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my nails. And this is what they look like. Right? As I was going through it, I did realize I had one fingernail that had some damage, probably when I dropped the whole furniture on my finger and it bent back. But I'm just gonna, let this grow out, probably apply some nail glue to it since that's too deep for me to cut. And for my last step, I'm just gonna go ahead and shape my nail. So I'm just gonna file the free edge since, some of my nails are shaped a little bit wonky. And here are my nails. No pain, very quick process. And I still actually have length that I can keep if I decide that I want to just grow my own natural nails out or paint them or give myself a manicure. In my case, I think I'll let them breathe for a couple days before I apply a new set. But that concludes the video, and thank you guys for watching.